What if your morning routine is actually keeping you stuck in survival mode rather than propelling you into growth? Are you doing this out of habit or are you doing this with intention? Whose voice shaped the rituals you practice today? And are those rituals even yours? It would be good to look at how you choose your rituals. Are they influenced by society, your family, or your friends? Today in the podcast, we're going to explore 7 daily rituals that can help empower and transform your life. And at the end, I hope you choose more than one to practice, the ones that resonate with you. But before we dive in, I want to remind you to join Rewire to Align. This is a private Facebook community that I have created for you and for this podcast. There will be other like-minded, beautiful souls there. And if you are active, you're going to start meeting people that can join you in this personal development journey. And also you can find support because sometimes we need to have a third point of view, right? Somebody that is not from our immediate circle that can see things objectively. Also, I want to remind you that if you need an accountability partner to take your life to the next level, I can be that person. I'm here for you. Coaching sessions are Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can schedule your clarity or focus session. This will be one session, or you can also schedule a bundle of sessions if you have a specific goal you want to focus on. I'm going to make sure to leave all the links in the show notes for you so that you can check it out. It would be great to see you inside the Facebook community. And better yet, it would be great to work with you. Now, let's get started with the episode.
Hello, beautiful soul. What beliefs do you hold about yourself that might be limiting your potential? In what areas of your life do you feel you are not living authentically? What fears prevent you from expressing your true self? In what ways do you feel disconnected from your higher self, and what beliefs contribute to this disconnection? Welcome to NeuroSoulSync, a podcast that blends neuroscience and spirituality, exploring the connection of our spiritual and emotional lives with the neuroscience of our bodies and brain. I'm Michelle Marie, your host, certified spiritual neurocoach, IVF twin mompreneur, lover of human design, and all things personal development. A few years ago, I felt exactly like that, yearning to live on purpose and authentically. I wanted to live fearlessly, prioritizing my needs and creating a life aligned to my core values and beliefs. And I was able to master this through neuroplasticity, spirituality, energetics, and the exact simple tools I will share with you here. I believe that when we are in alignment with who we are, life transforms from stuck and resistant to a journey of flow, impacting not only ourselves, but the collective consciousness. So if you're ready to get in the driver's seat of your life, live with authenticity, and discover simple yet powerful solutions that will guide you from feeling stuck to fulfill, this is your sacred space. Let's get ready to vibe high, align, and manifest.
Welcome to NeuroSoulSync, friend. I am your host, Michelle Marie. How are you doing today? And what are you grateful for at this very moment? Think about it. Do you have it in your mind? No matter where you are or what you are going through, there is always something to be grateful for. So what are you grateful for? I am grateful for you and for this beautiful new month of August. We are right in the middle of summer. In Miami, it feels like summer all year long, but August is the middle of summer. How are you doing? Where are you right now? In which country are you? I decided to jump here and do a quick NeuroMindset episode. So if you have the podcast catalog, which is going to be linked in the show notes, this episode will be under that category. I love talking about this topic because life is truly a series of decisions. Think about it. Every single decision we have made has created the life we are living at this very moment. Life as we know it is built on patterns. What we repeatedly do day in and day out becomes the framework of who we are and the results we create. I didn't come up with this. Many personal development teachers have said this in one way or another. And now I am reminding this to you. I know that I have accomplished most of my goals, not by hoping, but by focusing and creating intentional rituals that have moved me in the direction I wanted. For example, when I wanted to move to Miami, I had to sharpen my focus to do everything I could do to that goal, to do it, to move. That entailed finishing my biology degree, saving the money, selling my things, my furniture, and some things that I had in my apartment to be able to travel as light as possible, and saving that money to buy the things I needed, and also to save for the down payment for the apartment I wanted here in South Beach, etc., etc., etc. And I am mentioning only this basic example. I mean, my latest experience was my cancer healing journey. And I also had to create rituals over there in this situation that I am still going through that helped me recover with a positive mindset and a grateful heart. Because there are two ways to see that, right? Oh my God, I have cancer. And, fear creeps in and negativity creeps in. But we have to shift the perspective. We have to reframe. And I had to create rituals that remind me that this is part of my journey and that there is always something to be grateful for. I am here with you. I'm alive and kicking, right? This is a constant process if we want to live the life we truly desire. We have to understand that life rewards those who show up with intention and purpose. And my question for you is, are you showing up as a conscious creator with intention and purpose, or are you letting your life pass you by? Because the choices you make today set the tone for your tomorrow. And I was telling this to a beautiful friend of mine. I was telling her, if you want to see change in your life, you have to show up for you. You have to show up for yourself. You have to show and advocate for you. Nobody's going to do it. So if you want to achieve your meaning of success, because friend, everyone has their own meaning of success and what success looks like, then you have to create rituals that will help you get there. After all, if you look in the dictionary, the meaning of success, it's the following: the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. And to be able to get to that aim or purpose, we have to take intentional steps and also show up for ourselves. Let's go into the teaching of the day and let's go and discuss these rituals. First, let's talk about why rituals are so beneficial. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? And we live in a day and age that we are always busy and bombarded. So maybe you grab your phone, you check your emails, you scroll through social media, you go into Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media you like, and then for some reason or another, all of a sudden 20 minutes have gone by, right? But what if you replace that with a little ritual? Rituals create a sense of structure and intention. They help you stay aligned with your vision and goals and can help you feel more centered. It can reduce stress, right? Because if you go into a little ritual of mindfulness, it puts you in a good mood and also empower you to face the day with clarity. And if you have not yet decided which are your core values, the values that are for your vision and your goals, you make sure to listen to episode 9, which is all about that. I'm going to link it in the show notes for you. So before I give you those 7 rituals, I want to ask you, are the daily habits and routines you have leading you closer to the life you want, or are they holding you back? And I want you to be honest with yourself here because, for example, if you say that you want to save money, but then you choose to go and buy things that you don't really need, or you go to the happy hour more than you have to truly need to during the week, or if you start spending here and there, I'm not sure that the actions match the desire. Do you follow me where we're going with this? So what rituals do is that they help us to get clear on our vision and the path that we need to take, the actions we need to take every day for the goals that we have in our life and the life that we want to create, It helps us to keep that front and center in our minds. It aligns us. They're like GPS, like a GPS. So make sure that you have pen and paper because I am going to be giving you 7 rituals that are going to help you. And now is the time to go ahead and grab that pen and that paper. But before we move forward, remember, if you want accountability and you want other people, third point of view, people that are not as close to you that can give you objectivity in your progress, you can join Inspire to Align, which is our private Facebook community. And you just have to answer 3 questions, and that's it. You are in. It's on Facebook, and this is also a great opportunity to meet other people that probably are in the same area that you live, and you can meet up. The other thing I wanted to remind you is to leave me a review of the podcast. If you haven't done so, you can do it. Very simple, just a couple of words. When the show is over, you can go to where it says write a review, and you can go ahead and leave me a 5-star review and a little bit of what this podcast has helped you with. It's very easy, and you can share it with your family and friends. It makes me very happy, and I have the goal of having 10,000 downloads a month, so you will be helping me in reaching that goal. So I am actively advocating for myself, asking you to leave me a review and also to share it with your family and your friends. And last but not least, if you're ready to up-level, just go ahead and apply to work with me. One session can give you the clarity you need at this moment, and several sessions can be a hyper focus on a goal you want to achieve. Okay, now let's get back to the episode. Grab pen and paper, and I'm going to give you these 7 rituals to transform and empower your life. Number 1, morning gratitude. Yes, friend, you've heard me talk about gratitude in every episode. I know. But let me tell you, it is such a powerful, powerful practice. As soon as you wake up, take a moment to express gratitude. You can say it out loud, or you can write it in a journal. Think of 3 things that you're grateful for. This practice shifts your perspective, helping you to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. And it sets a positive tone for your day. And there is always something to be grateful for, no matter where you are. You can be thankful for your health, or for being alive, or for your house, apartment, anywhere, for having a roof that is protecting you, your pets, your kids, the pool, the leaves, the oxygen. You can be thankful for many things. The thing is that this practice, if you do it every day in the morning, you're going to see your life just becomes more positive. So I highly recommend it. Number 2, morning intention. Do you do morning intention, or do you have an intention for the day? Taking just a little few moments to focus your mind on a specific goal or feeling that you want to cultivate for the day makes a difference. This practice can help you start your day with purpose, with clarity, and with a sense of direction. And what I have found is that when the day starts to feel overwhelmed, you can think about this intention, right? This is what I do. And it acts as a GPS, bringing me back to center, redirecting me into what I wanted to achieve for the day. So make sure that in the morning you have and do and set that intention for the day. If you're working on a specific goal, you can use this time to reflect on it and set that intention. And try to always use positive connotations. For example, instead of saying, well, my intention for the day is not to be stressed. No, friend. Try to say, my intention for the day is to stay calm and focused. You see the difference? Next, just number 3, and this one is super important, setting priorities. So the secret to a fulfilling and productive life isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. I noticed that many of us have a long to-do list, right? I talk to my friends, oh my God, I have a lot to do today. I'm super busy. So we try to juggle overflowing schedules, and sometimes we feel super overwhelmed by all the tasks that we have. And contrary to popular opinion, busyness is not a badge of honor. I know that we live here. I live in the United States of America, which is super capitalist, and busyness is always like a badge of honor. But no, it's not. It's not a badge of honor. It's often a sign of misplaced priorities, friend. When everything feels urgent and important, it can be hard to determine what truly, truly matters. And I've come to realize that success demands focus. And that focus starts with setting clear priority. Here's what I want you to do, and here's what I want you to ask yourself. What are the 1 or 2 things that if you do it, if you accomplish them, would help you achieve your goal, or will make a difference in your life, or will move the needle into what it is that you want to do? Those are your priorities. And what you want to do when you find out the priorities is to write them down, to make them visible, to let them guide your decisions and actions. And here's a trick. Don't allow distractions to take time from them, because all of a sudden we're going to have those 2 priorities or 3 priorities. And all of a sudden, everything is going to be distracting us. The telephone, the kids, the pet, the dog, the backyard, the balcony, I don't know, shopping list, everything. Everything is going to be distracting. But we have to be hyper focused, because success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters the most. And when we do what matters the most, that's when we're moving the needle forward in our life. That's where we are reaching another step towards what we want to do and another step in creating the life that we want. So setting priorities is very, very important. Number 4, visualization. I know that you have heard me talk about visualization. Actually, if you explore the episode catalog, you're going to find that episodes 23 and 33, and I think 9 are all about this. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes for you to those episodes. But if you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it in your life. Take a moment to visualize your goals and dreams, but you have to imagine yourself achieving them, right? You have to live in the end, and you have to feel the feelings. You have to feel how that emotion of having that goal, because the secret sauce here is the feeling. Remember that I have mentioned this before. The secret is the feeling, and visualizing, it's a focused and intentional process of mentally rehearsing your desired outcome, allowing you to step into the identity of the person you want to become. This is going to help you solidify your intentions, and it's going to motivate you to take action. So if you want to achieve a higher pay rate a month, see yourself, but be clear. How much more do you want? What's the number? Is it that you want to make $20,000 a month? Is it that you want to make $100,000 a month? And see yourself in the end, right? As if you already have your 100K a month. I have talked about it. Feel it. What emotions come to you when you visualize, and stay in that feeling for at least, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then let it go, and then put it out there in the quantum field. And you're going to see, if you take small steps and you get hyper focused and you set your priorities and you wake up with intention and gratitude, you're going to see that you're going to achieve it. Okay. Number 5, affirmations. The power of affirmations. My God, this is so important. And I'm going to tell you something. Throughout my cancer journey, I listened to subliminals while I was sleeping about getting healthy, and I still do. So it is very important. Affirmations are great. If you choose an affirmation or a bridge affirmation that truly resonates with you, it will start rewiring your brain. Why? Because our thoughts shape our actions, and our actions shape our lives. So make sure that you choose a positive affirmation that resonates with you, an affirmation that is not going to give you resistance. If you choose an affirmation and you feel resistant, that means that there's something to work there, and you have to really explore. So make sure that you're choosing an affirmation that resonates with you and that you truly believe it, and you have to repeat it to yourself throughout the day. I love to write them in post-it notes and leave them in certain areas. Like, I have one next to my bed, in my bathroom mirror. I have it in my desk, with my computer. So I love to do that, and you can do that. It's very, very cool because you can see it throughout the day. And affirmations are like seeds planted in your brain. And with time and repetition, they will help us grow into who we want to become. If you want to take this practice further, you can also use affirmations when you're going for a walk, when you're walking your dog, when you're exercising, when you're connecting to nature, or when you're going to sleep. And in Spotify, there are several tracks that last, I don't know, 2-3 hours that are all about affirmations. You can choose which one resonates with you. All right. Number 6, connection with others. You know how the saying goes, my friend. You are or become the 5 people closest to you. Yes. Look around you. Do me a favor. Think about it. Think right now of the 5 people you hang out the most. Is it time to trim your forest? Is it time to start inviting new people into your life and letting go some people? And when I said letting go, it's not that you're not going to talk to them, forever, ever. It's just that you're going to start inviting people in your life that are in your same frame of mind, because the quality of our relationships is essential to live a fulfilled life. Okay. And when you find those people, or if you are okay with the people that you have around you, be present when they talk. Please actively listen. So many times people talk to us and then we are looking in our brains for a response and we don't really listen. So please, let's start to actively listen and to nurture the relationship. Surround yourself with people who challenge your point of view. It's very boring if we have people that are the same, that have nothing else to say, or that do not challenge our point of view. Also, people who expand our minds, who can teach us, who can inspire you, who can share your values and support your growth, right? We want people to also support our growth, because life is not linear. It goes up and down, and we're growing no matter what. We are growing, we're expanding. So we want people that welcome that as well. Be intentional when you create your connections, especially on the inner circle, because the company you keep influences your mindset and your habits, and ultimately it influences and shapes the future that you're creating. So if you want to live a life that has expansion, or depending on the goal that you want to achieve, you have to start trimming your forest and inviting new people that are kind of like in the same frame of mind. And that is why I am inviting you to the Facebook group. And I have been very intentional in mentioning it, because over there, you're going to find people that are on the same journey, and you can meet people that can give you different points of view. All right, let's go into the last ritual. And this one I love, is so important, and it will truly change your life. And it's reflection. And I see that sometimes we don't do this. We go throughout the day and we don't take time to reflect. At the end of the day, this is what you're going to do. At the end of the day, you're going to take a few minutes. It doesn't have to be half an hour. It can be 10 minutes to reflect. You can ask yourself, well, what went well today? What did I learn today? What can I improve, or what can be improved? And this helps you process your experiences, and it prepares you for the next day. I have spoken about reflection several times in the podcast, and reflection is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And reflecting on your day allows you to learn from your experiences. This is a great way for you to also see those patterns that no longer serve you in the pursuit of a better version of yourself. With consistency, this simple habit can become a powerful tool by helping you create self-awareness, a process that can be your secret weapon for transformation. So today, before going to bed, or at the end of the day, at the end of your work day, make sure to have that quiet time and that pause for reflection. And the beauty about reflection is that it also connects us with our higher self and that inner voice that we have. And it's like a spiritual thing right there. You don't have to be religious or anything like that. But reflection taps into that spiritual aspect of our soul and ourselves. So make sure that you're practicing it. Okay, beautiful soul. We just learned the importance of rituals, and we went over 7 that you can start incorporating in your life if you're looking for empowerment and transformation. And those rituals are morning gratitude, morning intention, setting priorities, visualization, affirmations, connecting with others, and reflection. And let me tell you, transformation doesn't happen overnight. So make sure that you are taking your time and that you are choosing yourself and showing up with intention on this process. And we have to advocate for ourselves. Nothing changes if nothing changes, friend. I've told you this a million times. So if you want change in your life, you cannot just sit down, make a prayer, and do 2 affirmations and hope for the best. No, aligned action is necessary. So make sure that you're showing up for yourself. Let me ask you, which of these 7 rituals are you willing to do today? Or are you doing any of these? Will you set priorities or will you start with your gratitude practice? Listen, talking about gratitude, if you go to my website, michellemaripacheco.com, you will see a tab called freebies. Do me a favor and click on it. And on that page, I have for you a PDF document all about gratitude, and it's a reflection for the day. There you go. That's a free gift from me to you as a thank you for being here. So make sure that you visit the website and download that PDF, and you're going to see other things there that I have for you that are freebies that can be used on your daily life. Rituals are not only a great way to transform our life, but spiritually, it helps connect to our higher self, like I said before, and to truly listen to our heart and to truly connect to our authentic self. And neurologically, because this podcast is called NeuroSoulSync, we can help our brain adapt and change. A process also known as, do you remember the name? Neuroplasticity, my friend. And if you're curious to know more about neuroplasticity, go ahead and listen to episode 11 because it's going to help you harness the power of neuroplasticity. Okay, it's time for me to go, but remember to share your insights with me. My favorite hangout is Instagram at Michelle Maripacheco. You can follow me there. You can see my stories. You can see my journey. I always post about my healing process. And also I always post about affirmations and all these positive talks that we do here in the podcast. Plus my travels, because I like to travel and I like food and wine. I'm a foodie and I always post about that as well. And you can leave me a review of the podcast. It's the easiest way you can support me, and by sharing it with your family and friends. All right, now I'm leaving for real. It is my wish that this episode serves and blesses you. Remember that living in alignment is a journey. You have to embrace each moment as a choice to connect deeper to your true self. Until next time, keep syncing your mind and soul to create a life in alignment. I'm sending you love.
I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I love creating it. If what you heard helped you, the number one way you can thank me is by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. My mission is that you feel empowered and more spiritually connected after listening, so your feedback means the world to me. Just scroll down to where it says write a review and leave me yours. And if you love what NeuroSoulSync is about, please share with your family and friends. I believe the world becomes a better place when we come together collectively to make the change. I look forward to be with you next week.